attempt to record this video because I just started and I got home. I had to come back to the house and grab another tool and kind of disrupted what I was doing. And unfortunately then, for some reason, the first video I took didn't record, which is frustrating to me. But anyway, talking today a little bit about inner peace and finding your inner peace and what that looks like. There's a lot of negativity and anger and frustration in the world. I know, because I'm feeling it right now. I am pissed off because I just had to stop what I was doing and drive. I left the house to go out to my afternoon couple of yards I got to finish up, and I forgot something, so I had to go back. Luckily, I didn't get that far, but I had to go back, and man, I hate doing that. I hate when that happens. But back on the road now, and gonna talk here about finding your inner peace and what that means. Now, I think as it relates to lawn care, a lot of people have this misconception and this idea that lawn care people are doing this because they have no other choices. And I guess in some cases this might be true. Like, say you're an ex-con and you have no place to go, no big companies will hire you because of your criminal record. You can always get on with a landscaping company, similar to like an undocumented immigrant, for example, and work that job. In some cases that might be true. But in my case, I'm doing this because it's what I enjoy. It's what I love to do. The way I find my inner peace is when I'm on a property and I'm cutting that property. You see the lines of the edger blade coming along. You see the lines that the trimmer makes. You see the symmetry and the just precision that mower blade and the wheels, the stripes as you're going along. And it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like seeing God. You're seeing God every time you lay that stripe. And I know that might sound somewhat blasphemous, and I'm not saying I'm God at all. I'm just saying, like, you can see like creation as you're making something. You're making something look good. You're making something beautiful, and it just it calms me down. It puts me at peace. That's why I do what I do. I could do other things. I have a college degree and a high school diploma. There's other jobs and careers that I could have chosen, but I didn't want to do any of those. I didn't feel at peace with any of those like I feel at peace in lawn care. And when I'm cutting grass and when I'm doing work, when I'm on a property, when I'm making that property look good, I feel like my purpose in life is fulfilled. And I think a lot of people are also that way in lawn care. Now, I know some people are just in it for the money and in it for, the cool aspects like running equipment and, getting to drive around town and whatever that looks like. There's other benefits to this, but ultimately for me, the biggest fulfillment I get is from doing the actual work. I genuinely enjoy the work. It's a bonus that, you do work, you reach a certain level when you accumulate knowledge and experience, you get to a point where you can make a lot of money in lawn care. That's a plus. That's definitely a plus. But I think that in my life, for my how do I say this? Sometimes it's hard to think when you're driving. Got to concentrate on multiple things. But I think for me, it certainly helps me stay in the business. And people talk about burnout and what that's like, and they're so ready for you see people in the middle of the summer, like when it's hot, I'm just ready for the fall, and I'm ready for the winter, and I'm ready for the cold. I have never said that. I have never thought that once in my life. I have never once said I'm ready for the cold weather. I'm ready for leaves. I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for no work. I've never said that. If I could work year-round in this business, I would. And some markets you do. In Florida and some parts of California you do. Maybe even South Texas you do. But I'm not in South Texas. I'm in North Texas. And in North Texas, you work a solid 9-10 months out of the year. So you have 2 months, 2.5 months where you're doing not a lot. And those are the worst months for me. And part of it is because I can't do what gives me peace. True inner peace. I can't do that because grass isn't growing, it's cold, whatever. So finding inner peace in your life is an important thing. Without it, you might have an occupation that you enjoy. You might be making a lot of money. You might have an occupation that you're doing, a career that you're in that pays the bills and that you do and you're good at. But if you don't enjoy it, you don't truly, feel like you're making a difference in your life, and you don't truly feel at peace with what you're doing, I mean, you're not gonna be at peace. You're gonna be angsty and stressed out deep down because you're not pursuing your passions. You're not pursuing what it is you feel like you truly want to do. And other people have said other things similar to this, that are in careers that they started out in and then they changed. Even later in life, there's people that made this change like in their 40s. I know there's one lawn channel I follow. The guy was a police officer until his early 40s, and then his early 40s he stopped. He retired as a police officer, retired from the police force early, and pursued a career in lawn care because that's what he enjoyed doing, and he really got into the passion of doing lawn care. And for me, the passion that I started in, I got really into this business when I was a teenager. I was 14, 15 when I started mowing, and it wasn't just the money. It was I enjoyed what I was doing. I loved making a lawn look good, and carry that to now. There was a long time when I wasn't sure I could make this work financially, and there was a lot of doubt where I thought I can't follow my dreams, I can't pursue my passions, it'll never work. And once I told those voices to stop bothering me, and I actually did pursue it, I found out the truth is that you can make anything work as long as you are committed and you put in the effort. You can make any career you can think of work. I mean, think about this. 10, 15, 20 years ago, if you'd have told somebody, I'm going to start a business picking up dog crap at people's houses, they would have laughed at you. Oh man, you're an idiot. Nobody's going to pay money to have dog crap removed. Yet how many of these dog poop removal services do you see now with lettered trucks, guys going around? It's a very large business now. It's a very, very relatively new business. I have not heard of that business until the last 10 or 15 years. I had not heard as a kid, and talking to people that were alive before I was, I don't remember anyone talking about poop removal services, pet waste removal, as I guess the technical name for it being called. I don't remember that being big like it is now. And another example I can give you is if somebody ever tells you, oh, that'll never work, you can never do that for money, that won't be feasible. There is a company that made a diaper, an adult diaper for people at concerts, for concert goers to wear. You can wear this diaper at a concert so that when you're down in the mosh pit or you're, jamming out to the show, you don't have to leave to go to the bathroom. You know how much this diaper costs? $75. A $75 diaper for adults. And you know what happened when they got released? they sold out. Within several hours, they had sold out of these diapers. I mean, think about how many diapers that was that they sold at $75 a piece. So next time somebody tells you, oh, your business idea sucks or it'll never work, just remember, somebody's idea was a $75 diaper for concerts, and that business model is working. If that business model will work, and the business model for picking up dog crap will work, you can certainly make it doing lawn care, landscaping, or whatever your passion is. Find your inner peace, feel like you're making a difference, and take one day at a time. Be happy.